I also think that there's a problem with people that have overemphasized on preferences that aren't essential.
Yeah.
So we have to have, the first song we have to have is one that is more welcoming to bring everybody in. This is the worship set. More welcoming, right? And then we have to have one that's a little bit deeper. And then the one right before we get into the sermon, it has to be one that is just, and it's like, it has to sound this way. It has to build up in the worship set this certain way. And I don't know, man. I just don't know. I feel like that's more of a preference than an actual command from God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah, there's certain preferences, like this one has to be a slow song, this one has to be a faster pace song, and you know, we have to implement at least one instrument on each song, like yeah. I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's tough. We live in such a divided, culture right now that people are trying to push the preferences to make them, major. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's dividing the church, man. And instead of being an authentic community that's just worshiping the Lord and wanting to preach God's word faithfully, a church can easily slip into being preoccupied with what they should look like, rather than being. And it's hard because in there you do have preferences, and I remember a conversation I had with a young dude who came from a church, and he felt like his way of doing things in his culture was subpar to the already established culture in the church. So it's tricky, it could be tricky.